then you're saying it. Like one day I'll be rich. One day I'll have like a 7-bedroom house. One day I'll finish my. Welcome back to another discussion with the MR.NOLDS organization. I am your host, like always, Arnold. And again, we have, women first. So we have a beautiful guest with us. I'll let her do the honors of introducing herself. You guys might see her more often. She's not shy. Don't worry about what y'all seeing right now. She's not shy. Look at the hair. Somebody who's shy would not do that color, that vibrant color to her hair. She's not shy. Don't let her fool you. Go ahead.
Wow. Hi guys, it's Dana.
We just need her to get comfortable with the Nolds family. Hey, you guys already know the man. He got one word for you.
Focal.
He got one word for you. I like that. But there's Isaiah, the man with the plan, the man with the vision, the man of innovation. That's what I like to call it. But today, rather quickly, I'm gonna get into what I do. I get into the topic and then I go over the points, and then everybody get to chime in on the different points in discussion. So today I wanted to talk about environment, the importance of the environment that you're in. But the environment that you're in is one of the biggest bifactors of who you become or what happens in your life. And I want to briefly go over that, break that down. So for those who don't understand the importance of the environment, rather to see like what's going on in your life, or if you're someone that's trying to change your life, one of the ways to easily see change in your life is to just change your environment. Now, within an environment, one of the first things that an environment brings is people. So, whatever environment you go into, there'll be different type of people. And like for example, in Miami, there's different type of environments even within Miami. The environment that's in Broward is not the environment that's in Miami. Even the cities within the certain counties, for example, the environment in North Miami is not the same environment in North Miami Beach, or the environment in North Miami Beach is not the same in Aventura. So you guys get the point. But every environment have a certain group of people. And why is that important? Because the group of people in the environment will dictate how the environment, the atmosphere of the environment. What do I mean? You can enter an environment and the people are lazy. The people are, they're not encouraging. The people are up to nothing. They're up to no good. So the environment flows according to the people in the environment. So that is one key important thing. Every environment will have a group of people. Now, connected with the people, the second point, every environment comes with different expectations. So for example, you could go into an environment where, no one's motivated, no one, let's just say, everybody was born in the neighborhood. Everybody, once they leave the neighborhood, they work a 9 to 5. Nobody go to school. Nobody want to do anything, just work, have kids and die. So within that environment, there will be no expectation for you to do more. So when you get into another environment, you'll see, you can get into an environment, let's just say everyone has graduated. Everyone, or majority of people in the environment, they're working on starting a business or they want more out of life. The moment you switch to that type of environment, you will begin to shift because the expectation of that environment will now push you. Because in that other environment, that was the norm. But in this environment, if it's the norm in that environment for everyone to, let's just say, at least get a 4-year degree, even if you never wanted to get a 4-year degree, you'll consider it and you'll be pushed because that is the expectation. Look at the NBA, for those who watch sports and watch the NBA. The Lakers, the Celtics, the Spurs, their expectation the moment you come into that organization is championships. It's championships or bust. Now, there's some organizations that you get drafted to. For example, the great late Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was drafted to the Charlotte Hornets. But he was like, I'm not playing for them. say, yo, you're not gonna get me to go to them. Even though his rights was to the Charlotte Hornets, but he's like, yo, I'm not playing for them. Why? Because the Charlotte Hornets expectations are, they don't even make the playoffs. And Kobe played, I guess, 20-something years in the NBA. And to this day, the Charlotte Hornets never been to the NBA Finals. And Kobe Bryant, because he rejected going to the Charlotte, he went to the Los Angeles Lakers. He himself have won 5 titles with the Lakers. So you see, it's your environment, which is the second point, comes with expectations. So you want to put yourself in environments that have certain expectations so it can get the best out of you. I remember working at a Foot Locker when I was younger. I think right out of high school, probably like 18. I was working in the Miami Gardens, and there was this one guy. He had like a bunch of pair of shoes, and I remember one time, and he was probably like 40-something years old or 50-something, and he made a comment. He's like, he's never been outside of Miami Gardens, and I was like, wow, like, and why I said wow, it made more sense to see why the person he was. He was that old, and all he worried about was buying the latest shoes. The man had no car, he was taking the bus. And he would be in line for each and every single pair of shoes. Not to say Miami Gardens, that's all they produce, because there's some nice areas in Miami Gardens. There's some nice areas in Miami Gardens. But the area of Miami Gardens he stayed in was the Parvish part. So his mindset, everybody was there, all they worried about, man, the latest J's, the latest Nikes, the latest stuff. And he said he's never been outside there. So he never really knew what was that outside of Miami Gardens there was more. So the exposure. And believe it or not, that guy was the reason why, even within this organization, we have something called the Dream Builder Luncheon, which we have put in pause due to COVID, where like we select a young man or a young lady and we take them to certain communities. Because exposure is nothing like seeing it. There's different rules to manifestation. With manifestation, when you want to manifest something, one of the first things you want to do, you want to basically, people have, what do you call them, like poster boards, like vision boards, where they have a picture. That's the first step. You have a picture of what you want and you're manifesting it. Then you're saying it, like one day I'll be rich. One day I'll have like a 7-bedroom house. One day I'll finish my degree. So it's one thing, to say it. It's one thing to actually see it, but then it's another thing to actually touch it. So that is why we have the Dream Builder Luncheon. And with that announcement, we're getting soon ready to launch that back up. Y'all gonna see the vlog that we do on the 10th. It's gonna probably be posted a week later. And with that, we're gonna be launching back our Dream Building Luncheon. So back to the exposure. So exposure, when you're exposed to certain things, like for myself, my parents was not always, well, I wouldn't say my parents was ever part of the 1%. My dad at a point in time when his business was doing well, he made a lot of money. But there's a lot of things even before then I was not exposed to. But what did I do? From the testimonies of different men, like T.D. Jakes, Tony Robbins, they would give the testimony. I remember T.D. Jakes personally. He said he had an uncle when they were very poor that would take him and drive him around the rich neighborhoods. And that allowed him to see like, wow, there's more to life than this. Well, this has been another great discussion with the MR.NOLDS organization. Again, like I said, this young lady pointed out,
you should set some cards.
The environment starts in your mind. And then your environment, outside of your mind, your environment includes people. So you don't have to switch a physical location to change your environment. You could begin in your mind. And after your mind, your environment includes the people in the environment. And based on the people in the environment will dictate the expectations of that environment. And then based on that, then you'll have the exposures, the things you're exposed to in that environment, and also the protocols and also the blessings. So whatever you're trying to produce or whatever you're trying to get out of life, I advise you right now to find that environment whichever way you can. Now, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video. Leave a comment. If you want, leave a comment of like what environment are you trying to change, or if you need help changing the environment, leave a comment of like what is something you're trying to change, and maybe someone can answer or help you answer what tips they may give you when it comes to changing your environment. So don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification, hit that bell, and we'll be back with. Oh, also follow us on Instagram and Facebook at MR.NOLDS, and so you can stay in contact with us and updated with everything that we got going on. So hey, we'll see you soon. God bless you, and stay tuned.
Found it. Hit it.
Huh?